Hi guys. So here now I'm going to show you today there is a 2 points. So this is the report which is the IDoc which this custom report this is demo report generates the IDoc at runtime and send the IDoc intermediate document send the details to the send receiver from the like outbound to inbound. So this is for inbound process. And here what I did, I created one custom function module for this demo. This is here if we can see here we have the this is a custom function module. In this custom function module I took the parameters import parameters which becomes in the at the runtime export. So here I took the IM input method means import input method which import the data from here mass processing here type this is the associated type this is the associated type this is the structured field name mass processing for IDoc processing here input method for input IDoc function module mass processing. So in the export parameters the parameters are very important here in our case. So here export workflow result export application variable input update task because update when update task executes then LUW logical unit of works will be triggered behind the system and call transaction for data migration. I use here call transaction done type BDWFA BDW. If we go to the BDW, this is the parameter for application function model IDoc inbound. So this is the standard structure we use here for IDoc. If you see here structure BDWF param, so here parameter for workflow method for IDoc inbound processing we can see here. And so we need to mandate report this parameter update task call transaction. So data would be flow in the form of the call transaction means when we migrate the data. So here we took the segments which is nothing but a collection of fields which holds the fields data from the table and sent to the sender from the resource to the sender it send the records. Here I use a method is a call transaction, not session, because call transaction is much advanced. The people they know already ALI docs or like data migration processes, they will understand easily. So call transaction much smarter than session because call transaction support both session and synchronous and asynchronous both the modes. So that's why I take here, and this is for result flag. And here in the coding in the table parameter IDoc, this is for EDIDC. This is a for control record. We have the data record control records in the IDoc. This is a transparent table which contain the IDoc number, your status, its fail or pass, direct partner, the receiver who is a partner like it works like a partner profile which contains your partner. It is a sender system, receiver system, partner number, receiver address, receiver sender port, receiver port, and logical message if any output mode partner number of sender system. And here a lot of things are there in the serialization here we have and overriding inbound process if already one thread is running for inbound process for the IDoc it will override so the latest data will be updated into the will be raised to the sender. So this is for generate if your IDocs is going to fail you can reprocess through this report. This is for a subset for all IDoc status fields, and in the here in the exception, just I put the not called. Okay, means if anything will come will be happen like error come into the picture, system will call this not called this field, and here we display our custom message if we want. So here we display anything like in bound IDoc is failed due to system not or any custom message we can inbound IDoc field. That's it. We can define any custom message here. And here if you go to the here we see here I just took one demo dummy table, just created one custom table which contains like ID name city, one employee, table for employee because segments we create here segments which contains the table fields, work area. And here the one thing is there is a status 53I message type message number. And here the one thing, the main thing in the report, when we call to this IDoc into the report, here we see this is the top for the global data declaration. I use here like EDID, same type which we have in the function module. And here the segment we create to it contains the data records from the database table or views segments. This is the input field where we pass the segment, and this is the EDIDC. If we double click, if we go here in the EDIDC table, transparent table, control records. So here we can see this field which I pass here, RCV parameter, PRN, partner number, parameter for receive the partner number of the receiver port, because EDI subsystem, because data travels through the ports from one system to another system. This is the technical side from the IALE EDI IDocs with the inbound outbound process with the EWM or any process with the, if you want to send the data from one server to another server, or even in the same box when we transfer the data, how it works, partner number for sender and partner number for the receiver also. Partner type, partner number, and here the main thing here which we get data, generate IDoc records. This is the main, this is a generation, this is the main function, master IDoc distribution. This function module distribute the IDoc, master IDoc at runtime. Then we display, I display like data into the, what is we process, we display the data here in the through the grid display in the EDIDC format. So here for an example, whatever we use standard, extended, or custom IDoc. So this is the outbound. Suppose this is outbound process, outbound, and this is the sender. This is a source. We can call sender or source. This is a receiver or inbound, or we can take this as a destination. Okay. So data travel like this from the, suppose ECC to EWM, or in the same server if you travel. But if you execute the IDocs, when IDocs triggers, so it travels to the port. It holds the your segment. IDoc holds the segment. Segment contains the fields. So data will travel from source to destination, and data travels to the ports. We have different port numbers. It's in detail, depth, technically side. So we send the data, and partner profile contain the partner details, sender receiver. Customer distribution model contains like your port number, customer type, what is the sender, what is the receiver. Then we check the status. For an example, if you send something is got failed, you can reprocess through the standard report or standard transaction, or this is the best way, best practices. If you have the custom report or custom function module, you can execute that, you can reprocess the IDoc, so it will be reached successfully. EDI with ALE, but the major differences in between ALE, EDI, and IDocs. IDoc is common for ALE and EDI because it's nothing but data. It holds the data, but IDoc is the data carrier, is nothing but a container, but it's ALE. ALE. ALE contains, or ALE we use to send the data in between two SAP to SAP system. Only if both side we have SAP systems, two different systems, like suppose you have HANA, you have BW, ECC BW business warehouse system, you want to send the data, then you use the ALE we use here, ALE. So suppose ECC, EWM, we have both side, ALE we use. So because ALE has capability to send the transfer data in between two SAP systems only. But if you would like to send the data in between SAP to non-SAP system, from SAP to, for an example, Java, Oracle server, or like .NET, or like any different third-party server, you must use EDI with IDocs. IDocs. Yes. Thank you, guys. Thanks for this.